Hey everybody, it's Rob Campbell, the mortgage broker from the Rob Campbell Mortgage Team. I'm coming to you today to talk about the first-time homebuyer tax credit that you can actually file on your taxes when filing with CRA, and you can claim up to
$5,000. That's a lot of money.
So I hope you find this valuable. If you did buy your first home in 2019, you can claim it on this tax filing for last year. If you didn't buy your first home, but you know somebody who bought their first home, you could probably forward this video to them, and this might be beneficial to them. So let's dive into these slides here. I created some slides here for us to go through because there's a lot of stuff that we have to cover specifically for this. So the first-time home buyer, you can claim up to $5,000 on your income tax, and it's actually line 31270 of your income tax filing. So on your T1 Generals, which I magically have a copy of your 2019 T1 General right here. Just got this right off CRA website. Most of you won't know what the hell this is, and that's okay. That's why you have an accountant or a bookkeeper to do this stuff for you for your personal filings. So on page number 6 of your T1, your basic T1 package, page number 6 has a line for the home buyer's amount. I'm going to hold it up here, wait for the camera to focus. Wait a second, I'm going to get my big monkey mitts out of the way. The home buyer's amount is on that line right there that I've highlighted. You can see it, and it's line 31270. That's the area right there on page number 6 that your accountant, with your help and providing proof, obviously, your accountant can put up to $5,000 in. So you can claim $5,000 for the purchase of a qualifying home in the year if both of the following apply. So you or your spouse or common law partner acquired a qualifying home, or you did not live in another home owned by you or your spouse or common law in the year of acquisition, or in any of the 4 preceding years for a first-time home buyer. So again, going back to first-time home buyer with down payment options and RSPs, which does not tie into all this, but you can use your RSPs. If you've previously owned a home, you can use your RSPs to buy another home, so long as you've repaid those RSPs back under that first home buyer's plan program. This is much the same. You can claim this if you have not lived in a home for the 4 preceding years. So again, if this is your first home, you can claim this tax amount, okay? Next slide is, what's a qualifying home? What is a qualifying home? Well, the government CRA is putting this out there for us to know. A qualifying home must be registered in your or your spouse's name or common law partner's name in the accordance with the applicable land registration system or the land registry office in your area, and it must be located in Canada. It includes existing homes and homes under construction. So this is for a resale home. So you and your realtor went out, found a property for you, you and your partner, and or it's for new builds. So if you've bought a new build and it's your first home, or again, that whole 4-year thing, you can claim this credit. So the following are considered qualifying homes: single family homes, semi-detached homes, townhomes, mobile homes, condominium units, and apartments in duplex, triplex, fourplexes, or apartment buildings. So if you're purchasing an apartment building or a multi-unit residential, and you're buying an apartment in a complex, kind of like a condo, then this could apply to you. Okay, next slide. This is also applicable to persons with disabilities. So this is a great claim. I've had some clients this past year in 2019 who have a physical disability, and they had to buy an appropriate home because of that disability. So a bungalow with entry level entrance into the house, no stairs, nothing crazy, just something that fits their disability appropriately, and they had to buy that home because of that. They can claim this as well. So even if they have owned a home previously, the government is allowing them to take advantage of this tax credit. Even if they're not a first-time buyer, maybe they've owned in the last 4 years, they can still claim this credit. So you have to be, you are eligible for the disability credit. If you have a disability and you're eligible for that disability credit, you can take this as well. Or you've acquired a home for the benefit of a related person who is eligible for the disability tax credit. So the disability tax credit, I'll try to link it up in the notes here or the comments below, but it is a further tax credit that you could get with somebody who has a disability, okay? Persons with disabilities, please note, the purchase must be made to allow for the person with a disability to live in a home that is more accessible or better suited to their needs. For the purposes of the home buyer's amount, a person with a disability disability is a person who is eligible for the disability tax credit for the year in which the home was acquired. You must intend to occupy the home, or you must intend that the related person with a disability, so maybe a child or a direct family member, right, as a principal place of residence no later than 1 year after it's acquired. So again, a lot of opportunity there for people with persons with disabilities. Okay. Next slide is, how do you complete this tax return? Well, I kind of showed the T1 to you, but again, most of my clients don't know what a T1 general is, and that's okay. It's not our job to know. It's our accountant's job to know. So when you are filing your taxes for the 2019 season, we are currently in 2020. When you go to file those taxes, you should also note to your accountant, whoever's doing your taxes, let them know that you bought a home in 2019 and it was your first home if you're a first-time home buyer or somebody with a disability who can get that disability claim as well. Okay, what they're going to require from you is a copy of the purchase agreement, likely, or a copy of phone's ringing, a copy of the registration, the land registry. You're pulling title for the property to show that you purchased it in that date. And again, it's on page 6. I'm just going to look for this page here in the T1 general package. Again, it's on page 6, about halfway down the page right there. It says home buyer's amount. Okay. And then over here, you would put in up to $5,000. If you and your partner bought the house together and you took a joint title, the combination has to, the sum of both of those claims cannot exceed $5,000. So you can't take $5,000 on your tax and for the tax credit, and your partner can't take $5,000. It's got a total $5,000. Okay, so that's where you'd find it. You got to enter $5,000 on line 31270 on your return. Again, just let your accountant know you bought a home and you want to take that tax credit. You and your spouse or common law partner can split the claim, but the combined total amount cannot be more than $5,000. When more than one person is entitled to the amount, for example, when 2 people jointly buy a home, the total of the amounts claimed cannot be more than $5,000. Okay, so we get it. Max is $5,000. If you bought the home by yourself, you get the $5,000. If you bought it with a partner, you can split it $2,500 apiece, but that would be dependent on your total income taxed for the income year of 2019, and who's going to be more beneficial to take that claim. And again, that's a question for your accountant, not for this guy. I am just a mortgage broker, a mild managed mortgage broker leading up a team. So what's next? Okay, so what's next is you got to share this video with someone you know who purchased a house in 2019. We all know that somebody, whether it's a family member or a nephew or a niece or a colleague at work who is so pumped about their first home they bought last year. I know I'll be sending this video out to all of my clients that bought a home in 2019 that were first-time buyers, and also people who have a disability that bought a home to be able to claim for that. That's what's next. If it was you that bought that first home, you need to let your accountant know about your home buyer's amount on page 6 of your T1 General. And I hope you found this beneficial. I hope that this was maybe saves you some money on your income tax. Hope this saves a friend or family member of yours some money on your income tax. Again, first-time home buyers, if you bought your first home in 2019, make sure you claim up to $5,000 on your tax return to be able to benefit from that. I'm Rob Campbell. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm here to help you. Thanks for watching.